The man straightened his tie and walked to the front of his office. Then he got down on the ground, supporting himself with his hands. The boss stepped right on him and casually scraped the dirt off the soles of his shoes. But the man didn't react at all. He just lay there, motionless, because that was his job. While this scene seemed ridiculous, it was actually very normal in this world. At 7 in the morning, the alarm clock rang. The man turned off the alarm, climbed out of bed, and rubbed his eyes, getting ready to go to the bathroom. He reached out to turn on the lamp, and strangely, the lamp was being held up by a person on their head. Then he went to the sink to wash up, and again, strangely, the mirror was being held up by 2 arms. In this world, all people were tools. The tables, chairs, and stools in the man's home were all made up of different people, and their expressions were all numb. After finishing breakfast, the man got ready to leave for work. He took off his briefcase, grabbed his suit jacket, and pulled the keys out of the mouth of the coat hanger, while the woman just blinked and didn't dare to speak. People on the street were waiting for the bus, but the man chose to take a taxi. Here, the cars were also replaced by people. In the distance, 2 people were hanging high up, taking turns displaying their clothes. They were the traffic lights. Soon, the man arrived at the bottom of his company building. The 4 people standing at the entrance quickly moved aside for him because they were playing the role of the company's front door. The man entered the elevator, closed the iron door, and pressed the switch. As the elevator slowly rose, a fat man fell from the other end, constantly working to keep the elevator running normally. And on the elevator, the expressions of the 3 people were all numb. Soon, the man arrived alone on the top floor. He went to the changing room and opened his locker, where the person inside had been waiting for a long time. The man hung his briefcase and jacket on the woman. Although the man was constantly being served, there was no joy on his face, until he straightened his tie, stood in front of his office door, and then quietly lay down on the ground, letting the boss step over him. It turned out that this man in a suit, who seemed successful, was just a doormat in front of the door, a tool for serving others. So, what about the person who walked into the office? Finally, the tools in the man's home could no longer bear it. He took off the lampshade he had been holding on his head for more than 10 years, threw it to the ground, and left this absurd world.